Oh no. Welcome to Impact, everyone. Hey. Thank you for clapping. Thank you. No, I'm Paxton. I'm the Impact Director at Jamestown, and we're gonna kick things off with a little game called Real or Fake. Who thinks they know music really well? Come on, Hunter. Come on. Yeah. Let's see. You. Yeah. All right. So, what we're going to do is we are going to give you song titles, and you have to tell us if they are real or fake. So we have some fake ones in there and some real ones in there. All you have to do is say if they're real or fake. I'm going to give you 6 and you 6, and whoever gets more right wins. What is our first one? Flushed from the bathroom of your heart.
It's true. It's a song lyric. It's a song title.
Yes, it's Johnny Cash. Yeah. You guys can help too. The world is a rectangle.
That's a false one.
Yeah, I make that up. Okay. 1 point. Next, our lawyer made us change the name of the song so we wouldn't get sued.
It's real.
That's Fall Out Boy. That's real. 2 points. Yeah, Fall Out Boy. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd.
That's true.
That's real as well. Next, you're the reason our kids are so ugly.
If it's real, it's sad, but it's real, isn't it?
Yeah. Good old Conway Twitty. I put my pants on 2 legs at a time.
That's not real.
I made that one up too. All right, you only missed 1, I believe. Is that right? Yes. Yes. You didn't miss any? Dang it. I mean, good job. All right, your turn. Jesus is the one most only and also unto you.
That's real.
No, we made that one up too. You already lost. All right, we're gonna keep going. Dee do do do, dee dee da 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 da.
That's real.
That's the police. Yeah. What's next? It's called soccer, not football.
That's real.
I made that one up too. Next. Several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a pict.
It's true.
That's Pink Floyd. Yeah, that's Pink Floyd. Trash on the ground.
That's real.
James Thrasher. If you were a kid, some of you would know that one. Next. I can't find Grandpa anywhere.
That's fake.
Yeah, I made that one up too. All right, so that was the last one. You were supposed to miss some. Dang it. All right, I have some gift cards for you guys. $25 Fandango, $10 to Sheets. All right, guys, you can go on off stage. All right, guys, we're gonna play a couple songs, and then Chris is gonna give a message. Everyone sing with the band.
What's up, guys? How are you guys doing tonight? All right, if you could, come on and scoot in here. Let's get our hands up, let's sing this out. Here we go. This is no performance, Lord, I pray it's worship. Empty words I can't afford. I'm not chasing feelings, that's not why I'm singing. You're the reason for my song. Come on. And I only wanna sing if I sing with everything. If I sing for you, my King. And I can't imagine why I would do this all for hype, 'cause it's all to lift you. Come on, here we go. Whoa. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, come on. Here we go. You don't want perfection, just my soul's attention. All I have is what I
guys feeling good out there still? Yeah? All right, I want you to keep it up for this next one, okay? Be the crown in the light and sound. Be the fire burning inside out. Be the love casting out all fear. Let your name rule the atmosphere.
Come on, Impact, here we go. Let's get your hands up.
Death has lost its rule to the King of grace. Be the crown in the light and sound. Be the fire burning inside out. Be the love casting out all fear. Let your name rule the atmosphere.
Everybody jump, let's go. And we owe it all to Jesus, sin and all its shame deleted, death and all its chains defeated,
And the light we see is Jesus. And the air we breathe is freedom. And the sound you know is no fear. Your love rules the atmosphere.
everybody jump, let's go. Your love rules the atmosphere.
Be the crown in the light and sound. Be the fire burning inside out. Be the love casting out all fear. Let your name rule the atmosphere.
It's awesome. Thanks, Impact. We're gonna keep on singing. Just trying to get my guitar hands on right.
Say a word and there is life.
guys doing out there tonight? You guys doing all right? You still with us? How about you guys over here in the back? You guys okay back here? Let me hear you right here, right here. Let me hear this group right here. Come on, wake up for me. All right, I see you. I see you. I like that. That's awesome. All right, we got one more song for you guys tonight. And we introduced this song for you guys last week. You guys also heard it at Big Stuff. It's called I Fall. And I really, really, really love this song. Ever since the first time I heard it, it just kind of resonated with me. And I love the picture of surrender that this song gives. And it says, Jesus is crying out to God. It says, something is broken. And, I know that I can't fix it. I've tried everything that I can. I've tried to wrap myself in any earthly possession or anything that I have surrounding me other than Jesus. And it's failing, it's not working. But Jesus, you work, and you're good, and you're loving, and you're kind, and you're easy, and your burden is light, as your word tells us. And it says, to Jesus, I surrender all. And, I just think of what that looks like in our lives. What does it look like to take the things that are around us and surrender it to Jesus? What are we currently focusing on that we should be putting that focus on Jesus? And say, Jesus, I don't want any of this stuff, but I want you. So as we think about that, as we consider that in our lives, let's put our voices together. Let's put our hearts together. Let's connect our hearts with God's heart. And let's sing that here this evening. Something's broken, I need your help. I can't fix this on my own. My heart is prone to wander far. You call me back to your arms, and I fall at your feet again. Here's my heart again, Lord, I am yours. And I run with my chains undone, all because the love that you have shown. When I hear mercy calling, it's at your feet I'm falling. Oh Jesus, I surrender all. We surrender to you, Jesus. Your kindness leads me to the light. No fear, no shame, I can't hide. You bore Have a seat.
What's up, Impact? How's everybody feeling tonight? Woo! Hey, man, we're glad you guys are here at the end of summer. I know, I'm sorry. Has anybody started back to school yet? No, I like that. Danielle, no. Okay. Well, good. Hey, I guess the summer is endless, but we're glad y'all are here. We hope you guys are having a wonderful summer. Something that we're doing here at Impact to kind of celebrate the end of summer before school starts back is this Sunday. You guys know about Celebration Station? Yes. Guys, it's going to be a blast. Middle schoolers from 3 to 6, high schoolers 6 to 9. Here's the deal. If you have signed up, congratulations. All right, we had a certain amount of spots, and we are at capacity right now. Okay? So what that means is if you signed up and you're a middle school student or a middle school leader, let's be sure that we are there at 3 o'clock. Okay? Good? Yes. High schoolers, you guys need to be there at 6. There, high schoolers are on it. Middle schoolers, can y'all get another chance? What time y'all got to be there? Oh, there we go. Thank you. That's one of our leaders. Guys, just because if you did not sign up yet, we'd still love to have you. Please come and hang out with us. It's going to be a blast. Go-karts, bumper boats, putt-putt, all-you-can-eat pizza buffet for an hour. It's going to be wonderful. But the price will be $25, okay? So if you didn't sign up yet, still, try and come. If you want to talk about a waiting list, come and see me, guys, because we still love to try and get you there. And if somebody doesn't show up, you could have their spot. But it's going to be a blast. Next thing on the agenda, guys, not next week, but the following week, we will not be having a large group impact experience, okay? I guess some of y'all weren't even really that sad about that. Wow, okay. I guess, never mind, I'm not going to go there. Guys, we're not having large group impact on the 23rd. We're having a small group experience. This is a time where thank you, Elaine, I love it. This is a time where you're going to get together with your small group leaders and just hang out before school starts. I know NCLA starting on the 16th, right? I get it. I'm sorry about that. That'll just be so much more fun. But here's the deal. Guys, on the 23rd, you meet with your leader. You guys are going to hang out and connect and just chill before the school year starts. There's one serve element for that as well, and your leaders are going to talk to you about that because we're trying to find a way to really share the love of Jesus and live it out as the school year starts. All right? But talk to your leaders, guys, about this tonight because it's going to be a blast. We can't wait to see what you guys are doing. Hey, we are in the middle of our If Then series. Last week, Randy kicked it off, and he really asked that question, said, hey, if Jesus is the Son of God, then what does that mean? What does that look like for us, right? And tonight, we're going to go a step further, but I'm going to start with this question for you guys because I think you might be able to relate. Have you ever been embarrassed before? Anybody by show of hands? Yeah. Anybody been like really embarrassed, like where your ears turn red and you all of a sudden start sweating, and then it's like, man, I was really trying to smell good, and now I smell terrible because I have BO all over the place? Graham, right? I'm with you. I do it too. Guys, it's the beginning of the school year, so we've all been embarrassed before, and most of the times you're really embarrassed at school, right? It just kind of happens. When they call attendance on the first day of school, if anybody's ever had their name mispronounced, it's probably embarrassing, frustrating. My name was always pronounced C.M., my first name, and then my middle initial for some reason. My name's so long, and then they called me Applegate. And I was like, hold on a second. Yeah, it's Applegate. It's two different words here, right? How's that sound? Well, how do you pronounce it? Well, just as it sounds, actually, apple and gate, right? So some of y'all might be able to relate to that. How about this? How about the first day of school? You might stroll in the cafeteria and be like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and clean my table right now. I got my crew with me, and I'm going to sit down over here. That's what's up. That's going to be our table for the whole year. You guys are acting like you don't do that, but you do that. I know you do, right? Because I used to do it. Hey, guys, we're sitting over here. I got this table right here. And you sit down. And you turn around. And it's empty, 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 empty. They're all sitting over there. And you all of a sudden want to slide underneath that table because you don't have anybody sitting with you. That's embarrassing, right? Anybody still ride the school bus? Yeah, someone still ride the school bus. Hey, it is very crowded, but you know what's worst is if you have that Forrest Gump syndrome and all of a sudden you walk down the school bus and all the kids are like, seats taken, taken, taken. You can't sit here. That's terrible. You're standing, bus driver's like, hey, sit down. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have anywhere to sit right now. I don't really know what to do because nobody's let me sit with them, so I'm just going to stand and look awkward, right? That stinks. That's not fun. Guys, you know what else is really embarrassing? It's a new year. Dang, it's that girl I want to talk to her all summer. I finally see her. I'm going to go ask her for a number. You stroll over there to talk to her. Hey, what's up, mama? How you doing? You right? You looking fly? You look all tan and stuff. I was just wondering, can I get your number? Can I have it? And she looks at you and just walks off. Your boys are back there rolling on the ground dying, right? Oh, that's terribly embarrassing. And I'm telling you guys, it happens to all of us. It really, really does. And guys, if you say you've never been shut down before, then you are lying in church, right? Because that happens to all of us, guys. We've all been embarrassed before, okay? Let me tell you about my most embarrassing moment when I was growing up. I was playing hide and seek. Hide and seek fans? Yeah? That's what I'm talking about, Dalen. Yes. If you've never played hide and seek before, I don't know where you've been your whole life, but let me give you a quick rundown of the rules and expectations for hide and seek. The goal is to hide and make it back to base before the person who is it can find you, right? So again, you hide, they seek you, you try to make it back to base. Okay, you guys are all tracking with me, good. So I was playing hide and seek one night. I was playing my older brother Tim, my older sister Jen, and then my two cousins, Marshall and Jacob. We were playing, hanging out at my parents' house, right? And we were bored. They're downstairs having dinner, just talking about everything. So let's play hide and seek. Cool. Well, Jacob was it. I usually admit because I'm the youngest, but Jacob was it. So Jacob counts down. What do you count down from a hide and seek? 10? What? That's the worst game of hide. 10. Oh, got you. All right, that would be the worst thing. Guys, you count down from 100, right? I heard it. You count down from 100 when we played, and here's how you usually count it down. You'd go 100, 99, 98, 97, 40, 13, 12, 3, 2. Ready or not, here I come, right? And you try and scatter and hide all over the place. So we're hiding. My sister, she hides in the shower. I don't know, she's the smallest, so she was able to fit in there behind the curtain. Jacob didn't find her. My older brother, he hides in the trash, legit. Could not believe it. Didn't find him. He smelled awful, and he was okay with it, right? I don't know why you'd ever hide in the trash. It's a safe spot, I guess. And then my other cousin Marshall hid under the bed, right? Jacob didn't find any of them. He's looking, because he was it, right? I said, you know what? I'm going to find the best place to hide. That the only thing I thought about was hiding. That's it. I didn't really think about getting out of there, right? So I decided to hide in my mom's brand new, right, newly remodeled walk-in closet. So, ladies, if you know, you might have a couple dresses and coats and bags and fun stuff. Girls really, really love their closets. I said, I'm going to hide in my mom's closet. There's no way they can find me there because I helped set it up. So I get in the back here, and I'm literally hiding behind the clothes in the wall, and I have stuff kind of covering up my feet and my legs, and I wasn't this tall back then. I was like 8 years old. So I'm like sitting there, no way Jacob's going to find me. Jacob walks in once, he doesn't find me. I'm like, yeah. He comes in again, doesn't find me. Everybody else is already back home. They're already at base. Now it's like, well, I got to find Chris. They start helping him, man. Can you believe it? I think he's in the closet. I think he's over there, right? Because I saw him up here looking around. And my sister, man, I couldn't believe my sister. Anybody got an older sister? Yeah, she like rats you out. She still ratted me out, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you're supposed to help me. She ratted me out. So Jacob's back in the closet for a third time. I've been hiding in hide and seek for probably about 6 or 7 minutes, which in hide and seek is an eternity, right? Trying to hold my breath and just like, oh, he's right there. He's looking. Well, Jacob comes the last time. My sister's out there with him, obviously. And this time he starts pushing through clothes. And I'm like, oh, crud. Then he comes right here to me this way. And he's moving some of the winter coats this way, dresses this way, and I'm just like sitting there just praying, please, no. And he finds me. And when he finds me, I just start laughing. I start bursting out laughing. I can't help it anymore. And Jacob doesn't just tag me. What Jacob decides to do is just spear me right into the clothes, okay? Knocks me all the way back into the clothes. And guess what I did? I knocked over all of the racks of clothes in my mom's newly remodeled walk-in closet. It was awful. It would be like a mix of Jenga right? The game Jenga, all of a sudden walks into like a middle linebacker for the Panthers, maybe run into Luke Kuechly. A collision. It was awful. So Jacob and I, we would go from laughing all of a sudden like, oh crud, like what do we do here? This is terrible, right? Because the closet was extremely, extremely important and off limits because, I mean, the paint was still wet in there. Like, it still smelled like paint in there. It was awful. I don't know what we were doing, but I would have never been found. I focused so much on my hiding spot. Well, we get the clothes back up, and Jacob and I think we have them in place. We're literally holding them, and we call our older brothers, Tim and Marshall. Hey, guys, can you make sure this is okay? Because they were stronger than us. We were 8 years old then. And like, oh, yeah, they walk in, they see it. Yeah, you should be good. Well, we let it go, and literally the top racks of shoes and purses and winter gloves, I don't know what you have winter gloves for, all that stuff, they all come tumbling down. The whole thing was completely destroyed. So I was extremely, extremely, extremely embarrassed because I knew I wasn't supposed to be messing around in my mom's brand new walk-in closet. If Jacob didn't act like Luke Kuechly, I would have been okay, but he got me, right? And here's even a bigger thing. Whitney was telling me earlier, she's like, the reason that's so embarrassing to me is because I am a huge mama's boy. I hate letting my mom down. I hate it. So I was so embarrassed and ashamed as I was walking downstairs to tell her, hey, we really just destroyed your walk-in closet. It was not good. It was not good. It was a very, very hard moment for me, right? Have you guys ever had a super embarrassing moment? Yes, right? I feel like that happens to a lot of us, right? And we don't really know what to do in those situations. And you might be in an embarrassing moment or something right now. You might be ashamed of something right now. Maybe even playing hide and seek right now. Because I think a lot of us guys, if we're honest, sometimes we play hide and seek with God. We got things in our lives right now that we're struggling with or we're embarrassed or ashamed of. And we say, I'm not going to give that to God. Nah, he don't want to hear about that. He ain't got time for that. Think about it. We play hide and seek. We think God is like my cousin Jacob walking around pointing. Tag, you're it. I got you. I'm going to tackle you through the back of a walk-in closet. Terrible idea. That's what we think. So when we come and we talk about God and we talk about living it out and we talk about having a relationship with Jesus, a lot of us guys, sometimes we're hiding and we're embarrassed and we're ashamed about it because we know what we're doing right now. We know what we're struggling with. We know what our sins are. We feel like we're broken and we're dirty and God don't want us. Guys, I'm here tonight to tell you that could not be further from the truth. It just couldn't be. Last week we talked about Jesus' conversation with the Pharisees. You guys remember the Pharisees, right? Those bad guys. The Pharisees would be the exact people who were walking around blaming and pointing and throwing the shade on every single person they saw. They were so jelly for no reason. I don't know why, right? They blamed everybody. They were the religious teachers of the law. They kept all the practices from the Old Testament. They kept it all. They knew everything, right? And then here comes Jesus. And Jesus, says he's the Son of God. He's the Messiah. And he's here to save everybody, right? Well, the Pharisees didn't like him. Because Jesus said, okay, Pharisees, that stuff's great, but you want to know the way to really live? Check this. You want to have fulfillment? You want to have answers in life? Hey, just come follow me. That's it. Jesus said, Pharisees, you guys can keep preaching and pointing and trying to tackle people. That's fine if you want to. But I tell you what, if you really, really want to have real life and eternal life and find that answer, just follow me. Come on, follow me. Pharisees didn't like Jesus. Jesus really didn't like the Pharisees that much, right? There was constant tension between them. You guys tracking me with this? Yeah? Okay, great. So what happens? Well, guys, in the book of John, chapter 10, let's kind of see where we pick up. Jesus is talking to a crowd. Now, keep in mind, the Pharisees have been telling him over and over and over again, man, he's not the Son of God. He's a liar, right? Don't listen to that Jesus guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So Jesus starts with this line right here to a whole crowd. Jesus says, I am the good shepherd. You guys know what a shepherd is? See, a lot of us today, we're probably familiar with what a shepherd is, but back then that would have been like, I am the iPhone, right? Everybody knows what it is. Shepherds were super important, right? Everybody knew what a shepherd was because a shepherd's responsibility was to protect and watch over and guide and lead the what? The what? Sheep. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's supposed to lead the sheep, right? So Jesus is talking to all these farmers, right? And people who knew what a shepherd's responsibility was. It was point blank period, crystal clear. Jesus says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd sacrifices his life for the sheep. And they're probably like, well, you're not really walking around with a staff right now. I don't really see any sheep. What is this guy? Do y'all hear any sheep? Smell any sheep? Because sheep smell terrible, right? No, watch, it keeps going. He says, a hired hand will run when we see a wolf coming. He'll abandon the sheep because they don't belong to him, and he isn't their shepherd. And so the wolf attacks them and scatters the flock. They're probably like, yeah, Jesus, I get this. I understand it. Like, sheep really aren't the smartest animals. I get it. If a wolf comes, they're not going to know what to do. Okay, well, why do you keep talking about this? What does that mean? And he goes a little bit further. Check it out. He goes again, I am the good shepherd. I know my own sheep, and they know me. Just as my Father knows me, and I know the Father. Check this out. He says, I am the good shepherd. In other words, hey, you guys are my sheep, and I know you. I know you just as well as God, my Father, knows me, and as I know God. So, you know what's cool right now, guys? Check this out. Wherever you are right now in your spiritual journey, if you know God, if you don't know God, if you're not a Christian, God knows you. Jesus knows you. He wants to know you more. He wants you to know him, right? And what's really, really cool about this is whatever your sin is, whatever your mess is, whatever your junk is, whatever your hurt is, whatever your pain is, whatever it is for you, because we all got it. We all have baggage, right? Guess what Jesus still does? Even when he knows us, he says this word right here, so. You usually be like, so what? Like, dude, I know what you do. Peace. I'm not helping you out. So, Jesus did the opposite. Everything I know about you still, so I'm going to sacrifice my life for the sheep. Whatever it is you've got, and you think you're hiding from God, and you're trying to play and watch out for him like he's it coming to get you. Hold on. Because of all that, so I still sacrifice my life. I'm still going to give my life for my sheep. I still will. So regardless of what you're hitting right now, whatever you're bumping up against, maybe you feel distant from God, maybe you feel like God doesn't love you because of something you're really, really struggling with. Hold on. So, he still sacrifices his life for you. He still does. Hey, let me show y'all a happy picture. You ready? This is what you guys look like. Bah, right? Thank you, Trevor. You finally did it. Guys, we're sheep. Sheep smell terrible. They really do. They are slow, right? They're really not strong. And if you know something else, they don't have any what? They don't have any horns. You know, like somebody mentioned earlier that sheep are not smart. They really, really, really aren't smart. Like they are one of the least intelligent and most ignorant animals there is. Hands down. Guys, if a wolf comes to attack a sheep, guess what the sheep does? Does this. And then, when that wolf attacks one of his sheep that's around him, he'll go and try and get away. They're slow. They're not strong. They don't have horns. They can't protect themselves. Guys, they really couldn't do anything without their shepherd. You got to remember that story that we talked about probably 6 months ago about the sheep in Turkey? You guys remember that? Well, let me remind you real quick. There was a shepherd in Turkey who had a huge flock. We're talking like 1,500 sheep. One day he went to breakfast. I guess he went to a Denny's in Turkey. I don't know what Denny's, or maybe an International House of Pancakes, because it's international, right? Go, IHOP, I'm going to get me some all-you-can-eat pancakes. They were there for a while. Well, the problem is if a sheep doesn't have a shepherd, he doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know what to do, right? Well, one of the sheep decided to go for a walk. And guess what that sheep did? He started walking and walking and walking, really, really slow, so even probably like this. And guess where the sheep went? Right over the edge. Fell. You guys remember that? It's like 12 or 15 feet off a cliff. Wasn't that high. 1,500 sheep. Guess how many of them died? No, it should have been all of them. 400 died. We're talking like, can you imagine? I mean, this isn't like America. We're talking Turkey, so there's a lot of country and rural land. Can you imagine seeing like 400 sheep just walk off and just fall on their face? Another one comes. I'd be like, hey, watch this one. This one's going to stop. Like, hey, sheep, hold up. All right, next one. Hey, come on now. Hey, shoot. Okay, I'll get the next one. Talk about counting sheep. Everybody would be passed out. It would never happen. 400 of them fall right on their face and die. You know, it's crazy. Did the other 1,100, what did the other 1,100 do? They ran? No. Seriously, I guess the other 1,100 sheep walked out and they were like, okay, well, everybody else fell. You think they turned around? No, they actually kept walking. And they fell. Seriously. But the other 1,100 did not die because the 400 before them actually provided cushion for them. Dead serious. Dead serious, guys. A sheep without a shepherd, man, they don't know what they're doing. Hey, listen, me and you know, that's fine. I'll take that. I will gladly look like a sheep because I know how badly I need my shepherd. I do. If I don't have my shepherd, now listen, I'm not necessarily walk off a cliff. I'd like to think I have more sense than that, right? But let's be real, guys. What are the most important things that are guiding us and leading us right now? Because it might not be our shepherd. It could be our image, the way we see ourselves. It could be a relationship or a guy or a girl that you really, really want to date and you're trying to do everything you can to impress them, right? It could be school. It could be your sport. It could be your job. It could be the college you want to go to. It could be pleasing your parents, right? That could be what is guiding you right now. And I tell you what, y'all better not walk off a cliff. And listen, I am not going to be number 1,499 to walk off with you, right? Guys, you guys know this. What's cool, though, is we act like this so many times. We do. We let other people lead us and guide us. And you remember what we keep doing? We hide. We hide from God. Oh, God doesn't want to hear about that, so let me focus on this instead. No. Hold on. Guys, if Jesus really is going to be your good shepherd, guess what you got to do? You got to let him guide you. You got to let him lead you. You got to let him protect you. But you know how we actually get there? Let me challenge you guys and ask you this question. Because if you want Jesus to be your good shepherd, if you want him to lead you and guide you so you don't end up face down outside of an International House of Pancakes in Turkey, right? Then here's what's going to happen. Check this out. If Jesus is going to be your good shepherd, guess what you got to do? You got to let him get in your dirt with you. Right now. Whatever that sin, that dirt, that junk, that crud that you got in your life, that you feel like God don't want anything to do with me with that? Nah, God doesn't want me. Hold on. If you want to be your good shepherd, because Jesus says, hey, man, I'm all or nothing here, right? If you really want me to lead you and guide you and protect you, guess what I want? I want your dirt. You guys all have close friends and family. But how many of you guys have friends who say, oh, yeah, bring me that junk. Bring me your trash. Bring me your heaviness. Bring me your pain, your hurt, your sorrows. You know, bring me whatever you're crying about. You can call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, some of your friends might say, yeah, you can call me. And then they're sitting there, oh, season, right? But seriously, guys, this is what Jesus wants. If you want him to be your good shepherd, if you want him to lead you and guide you and protect you, guess what you got to do? Let him have your dirt. Because he wants to get in the dirt with you. I love the idea of Jesus talking to the Pharisees here. And remember, the Pharisees are pointing. You're not good enough? Nah, you don't follow God. You're a sinner. You're broken. Nah, you don't have it. And Jesus comes up and he's like, hold on. You're pointing to my man right here who's a sinner? Here's the deal. Guess what I'm going to do with him? I'm going to sit down right here with him. I'm going to get in the dirt with him. I'm going to get in his brokenness, in his pain, in that thing that he feels like, man, God doesn't love me. Jesus says, hold on. Okay, Pharisees, you can point and blame all you want, but I'm getting all up in this. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit right here and chill with them. Whatever your brokenness and your dirt is, guess what Jesus wants to do? He wants to sit right in it with you. If we let him. Because let's be real, guys, that's hard to do, right? It is. It's hard to come to God with the things that we feel like don't make us good enough. It's hard. But if you want him to be your good shepherd, you better let him get in the dirt with you. He wants your dirt and your junk. Hey, guys, a lot of us, you know what we have to do right now? We got to stop hiding. We got to return home to base. If you're a Christian, if you follow Jesus, this is what you got to do. This is what I have to do. This is what we all have to do. We have to stop hiding from the dirt in our lives, and we have to return home to base. Don't be like me, focusing on the perfect hiding spot when you're playing hide and seek. Don't do it. Do not do it, because guess what? Eventually, you got to leave. You might be stuck somewhere right now with something going on in your life, and you feel like, hey, guess what? I'm just going to stay hidden here. Nobody really knows about it. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'll make it. No. Hey, return home to base. Who wants to get in the dirt with you? Jesus. He wants your dirt. He's not pointing and blaming. That's what he wants, man. You got to ask him. Guys, if you follow Jesus, give him your dirt. I challenge you to do that. I challenge you. If you don't know who this Jesus guy is yet, if you're not sure about this whole God thing, maybe you feel really, really heavy right now, like, man, I'm tired of carrying these burdens and these expectations and this pressure and this junk in my life on my shoulders by myself. Guys, you can pray right now. It doesn't matter what you went through before. That junk doesn't matter because Jesus wants your dirt. You can pray to him right now and say, Father, I am a sinner. I'm broken. I need you. I need you to come into my dirt with me. I want to give my life to you. Please forgive me for my brokenness and my sin and my hurt and all the things I've done wrong. Jesus, I want you to come and rule and lead and be my good shepherd. Guys, you can do it. It's that simple. And if you prayed that with your eyes open, you can pray with your eyes open. If you prayed it, if you need somebody to pray with you and talk with you, hey, I'm here. Your small group leader's here. We love you guys. That's why we do what we do. And I want you guys to know something. Your small group leader has dirt. But guess what? And Jesus is sitting in them right now with it. I have dirt. Guess what? Jesus is sitting right now with me in it. Because if I didn't have him, I don't know what I'd do. I'd be like a sheep, hopefully not walking off a cliff, but I'd be lost. Question for you guys as we get ready to head out here. Guys, if Jesus is the good shepherd, what does that mean to you? What does it really mean to you if he is the good shepherd? Because he wants to lead you. He wants to protect you. He wants to guide you. But man, you got to let him. And it can be something as simple as just saying, God, help me with my dirt right now because I can't do it without you. I don't know what I'm doing. That'll work. I want to show you guys this picture. I love it. It's a picture of a shepherd. I don't really know where they are, so I'm not even going to make up some IHOP turkey story, right? That really did happen. He's got his whole flock out there, all of them. You know what's cool? Is that shepherd is watching over them. And I love to look at the shepherd. What's he doing? Yeah, he's leaning on something. He's chilling. Does the shepherd look worried? Does the shepherd look concerned? Shepherd like, oh my goodness, I'm losing. What am I going to do? No. Shepherd's watching him. He's going to guide him. He'll lead him back. He'll protect him. You know what's cool? Is that Jesus is the good shepherd who is right now in your life waiting to sit just like that with you. Just chill. Say, hey man, dude, I know it's hard. I know it stinks. I know it's dirty. I know it's a mess. I know it's hard. It's not fair. I get it. But guess what? I'm right here. I'm chilling. I got you. Because I want to get in your dirt. Guys, please do not hide. Don't hide. You got to return home to base, man. And let Jesus be the good shepherd that he wants to be for you. I feel like one of the biggest struggles that we have in middle school and high school and even as adults and leaders, right? I'll be honest. I feel like a lot of times we think that before we can come to Jesus and let him be our good shepherd, I feel like we think that we have to be clean and we have to have everything figured out. When you go home after football practice, do you get clean before you get in the shower? If you're sick, do you get healthy before you go to a doctor? If you're hungry, I'm talking hungry, like hungry and angry, you're hangry. And do you get food before you go to a buffet? No. That's what we go to him for, right? Guys, that's why we go to Jesus. So he can get us clean. And he can take care of our dirt in our lives right now, exactly where we are. And he's ready to be right here with you. You probably don't realize it, but he's there. He's watching you. It's up to you to let him lead you. Guys, bring your dirt to him. I want to pray for us. Heavenly Father, we are so grateful and thankful for your love for us. Thank you for your son, Jesus, who, man, he is the good shepherd. We don't have to hide. We don't have to focus on our brokenness or our sin or things that we're not sure about. God, we can just come to you. And we can ask you right now just to help us and sit down with us in our dirt. Because, God, if we want to get through it, you're the shepherd who's going to lead us. I pray for our students in here tonight. I pray for the dirt and the heaviness and just the struggles that they're facing and experiencing that I don't even understand right now. Father, I pray that they will have the strength and the courage to come to you and just ask you, hey, help me with this dirt. Help me with this struggle. Help me with this pain. God, I pray that we'll stop hiding and that we'll seek coming home to you as the most important thing. I pray for our students tonight they might be ready to take that step for the first time. I just pray that they will be encouraged, Lord, by your love. Father, you're our good shepherd, and we are so thankful that you love us in spite of everything else. We love you, and we're grateful that you lead us and guide us. Help us to bring our dirt to you this week, Jesus. It's in your holy, holy name we pray. Amen. Guys, if there is anything, right, that we can do for y'all, or pray with y'all, or encourage y'all, hey, please let us know. Let me know. Again, let your small group leader know that's why they are here. We love to have fun. Celebration Station, if anybody wants to challenge me in a go-kart race, you're going to lose, right? But we love it, okay? But this is why we're here, because we love you guys. So please, whatever dirt or brokenness that you have, you don't have to tell us about it. You can just say, hey, I need some prayer. And that's why we're here. We love you. Challenge you, though, guys. This week, give them your dirt. Because don't forget, whatever you're going through, it's not by yourself. You've got that shepherd chilling, waiting to lead you. And you got Jesus waiting to get right in the middle of your junk. Hey, guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight. If it's your first time to Impact, man, we hope you enjoyed it. Please come down front for the VIP experience. Everybody else, we love you guys. Bring your dirt to them this week, y'all. We'll see you guys later.